Okay, everybody, we are back again, and well, after that last escapade, Racist Mario, which I'm going to put a link up above. Horrifying, absolutely horrifying.
Anybody else taste bananas?
Hey. Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna stop now. Okay, now on to our second suggestion. We're going by chronologically here upon when they were suggested in our comments boards, so I can at least fulfill these. Anyway, next up, we were asked to look at llamas with hats, which
I'm expecting this to be a nice, wholesome,
Family
light-hearted video.
Family friendly.
Don't let me down, Internet.
Remember our motto: failure is always an option.
Failure is always an option.
Oh boy. Well, anyway, let's start it up. This one was llamas with hats was suggested by Aryan King. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It might be Aryan King. It's spelled weird. It's Ariyon King. I'm not sure, but anyway, we thank you for your suggestion, and now we're going to fulfill this. Here we go.
Oh, I see uniforms.
Caaaarl, there is a dead human in our house.
Oh, hey, how did he get here?
Caaaarl, what did you do?
Me? I didn't do this.
Explain what happened, Caaaarl.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Why did you kill this person, Caaaarl?
Dang
I
it,
do
Carl.
not kill people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Caaaarl, exactly what you were doing before I got home.
All right, well, I was upstairs.
Okay.
I was sitting in my room.
Yes.
Reading a book.
Go on.
And well, this guy walked in.
Okay.
So I went up to him.
Yes.
And I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
Wow.
Caaaarl, that kills people.
Wow.
It sounds
I didn't know
reasonable.
that.
I do not know that.
It's breaking and entering, right?
Right.
suck.
I think
What
so.
happened to
Yeah.
his hands?
What's that?
His hands. Why are they missing?
Well, I kind of cooked them up and ate them.
Whoa.
Caaaarl,
Well, I was
Carl.
hungry. And, well, you know, when you crave hands, that's.
why on earth would you do
I
that?
was hungry for hands. Give me a break.
Caaaarl.
My
Carl.
stomach was making the rumblies.
Caaaarl.
Only hands would satisfy.
Rumblies.
What's wrong with you, Caaaarl?
Well, I kill people and I eat hands. That's two things.
Caaaarl, what on earth was all that?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You sunk an entire cruise ship, Caaaarl.
Are you sure that was me? I would think I would remember something like that.
Caaaarl, I watched you fire a harpoon into the captain's face.
That sounds dangerous.
You were headbutting children off the side of the ship.
That must have been horrifying to watch.
You started making out with the ice sculptures.
Thank God that the children weren't on board to see it.
That's
a good point.
Why is the lifeboat all red and sticky?
Well, I guess you could say it is red and sticky.
Caaaarl, what are we standing in?
Would you believe it's strawberry milkshake?
No, I would not believe that.
Melted gumdrops.
No.
Boat nectar.
No.
Some of God's tears.
Tell me the truth, Caaaarl.
Fine. It's the lovely elderly couple from 2B.
Oh.
They were taking all the crescent rolls.
I can't believe I'm hearing.
I will not apologize for art.
I
Where are
don't
the
think
other
I've-
lifeboats?
Oh, apologize for art.
Surprise, I didn't even notice that.
Where are the other lifeboats, Caaaarl?
Looking at the trajectory of the moon and the sun, probably at the bottom of the ocean. I
Caaaarl,
have a problem. I have a serious problem.
you are just terrible today.
Shh. Do you hear that? That's the sound of forgiveness.
That's the sound of people drowning, Caaaarl.
That is what forgiveness sounds like. Screaming and then silence.
Caaaarl, we're supposed to be on vacation.
I don't know about you, but I am having a wonderful time here.
You toppled the South American government, Caaaarl.
The people have spoken.
Yeah, that's
Viva la
getting good.
resistance.
You pushed the resistance leader into a giant fan.
He was a traitor and a scoundrel.
He was trying to stop you from pushing other people into a giant fan.
Oh, that was a foot. I appear to have swallowed an entire person.
That would be the hotel bartender.
Well, that explains why my mojito is taking so long.
It was horrifying. Your mouth unhinged like a snake.
Wow, that sounds pretty awesome.
I can't go anywhere with you, Caaaarl.
That hurt my feelings. Now we're both in the wrong.
I want to go home. We're leaving.
In that case, I should probably mention that I filled our luggage with orphan meat.
What?
Well, I'm building a meat dragon, and not just any meat will do.
You know what? Forget it. I'm not
Did
even
he say
shocked
meat
anymore.
dragon?
Ah, that's
Yes.
no fun.
This has become
Out
the
of
norm
orphan
for you,
meat.
Caaaarl.
I'll have to try harder next time.
Please don't.
I feel like I've been issued a challenge.
Caaaarl.
It's too late now. You.
You.
I totally don't remember your name.
We've known each other for 3 years, Caaaarl.
And what an impression you've made.
My name is Paul.
What?
I said my name is Paul.
Oh, I thought you were a woman.
Why would you think that?
Mostly the hat. Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have some pictures to delete from my computer.
Oh,
Got
no.
blood all over the carpet.
Now that right there is a mess.
I just had it cleaned yesterday, Caaaarl.
I'm not responsible for this. I've been jamming on the saxophone all morning.
They're clearly your footprints, Caaaarl.
Then there is an imposter on the loose.
Which one,
Lead
tenor or
directly
alto?
to you.
Clue number 1. The imposter is a phantom.
Caaaarl, stop avoiding.
Whoa.
This just got heavy.
It's like Terminator 2.
Happy birthday!
Please tell me you had nothing to do with this.
Why don't you blow out your candle?
You've gone too far this time, Caaaarl.
What's that? It's hard to hear you over the sound of melting city.
How did you even do this?
A dollop of fairy dust.
Caaaarl.
I ripped the tag off a mattress.
This isn't funny, Caaaarl.
Clearly not all the people who just exploded.
I'm leaving. I've had enough of this.
But think of all the perfectly roasted faces we get to munch on now.
But why?
That's
Because
terrifying.
we're friends, and friendship is two pals munching on a well-cooked face together.
That isn't friendship, Caaaarl. That's sick.
Well, then you're probably not going to like your birthday decorations.
It's not even my... Oh, my God. Oh, no. Ah.
I'm sorry, I thought you liked faces. Obviously,
Getting a
there's some
hexadecimal
miscommunication.
vibe.
This is awful, Caaaarl.
You're right, it's not nearly as tasteful.
Oh
I'm
gosh! Shout
gonna
out to
throw-
Reboot.
Oh, God, one touched
We're
me.
right.
This was clearly the wrong way to go.
You think, Caaaarl?
What can I say? I expected them to be cooked
It's
more.
like Mary
Raw face is just
Poppins.
gross.
That
Or
isn't
no,
the problem, Caaaarl. Why would you think any of this was a good idea?
Probably because
It's
I'm a
like
dangerous sociopath
Texas
with a long history of
Chainsaw
violence.
Up.
I
Oh
don't
god!
understand how you keep forgetting that.
Caaaarl! I know you've done something.
Whatever do you mean?
You've always done something. It's a lovely day out. We're having a good time. What have you done?
You mistake me for some sort of scoundrel.
Caaaarl.
I am a respected member of the community. To even insinuate...
Okay, Caaaarl. So what did you do today?
Well, let's see. I washed the car.
Uh-huh.
I made a donation to the local Girl Scout troop.
Sure.
I returned an overdue movie at Blockbuster.
What
Very
else?
nice.
Blockbuster.
Ladybug by accident.
Go on.
And I baked some banana bread for our neighbor Pat. I believe that's it. Done.
That's it.
That's
Hope
all
it
I
wasn't a
did
Donkey
tonight.
Kong banana. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Caaaarl, what is that?
I may have forgot to mention one of my activities. I
Caaaarl.
apologize. That was wrong.
Explain, Caaaarl.
Well, from here, it looks like a weather balloon.
I'm not in the mood for this.
I think it's just a lens flare and some dust.
Just tell me, Caaaarl.
Fine. I may have created a crack in space-time through
Who's
which
that?
to collect millions of baby hands.
Oh!
Huh.
What do you mean, huh?
I think I was expecting worse.
Worse, but this is totally fucked, bro.
I know, but after last time with the nuke and the faces, it's just...
Come on, look at this. How did I even do this?
I don't understand how or why you do anything.
Do you know what it feels like to be Caaaarl right now? It hurts. Not as much as the babies, but it hurts.
Oh gosh!
Caaaarl. White babies.
Well, you know, Whitey's gotta pay.
Ah.
And
Whitey's
the
gotta
payment is
What? Oh.
Aren't you gonna say it?
Say what, Caaaarl?
That, my name, all offended and annoyed.
I'm leaving, Caaaarl.
What?
I'm moving out.
It's the meat conveyor, isn't it? You never were a fan of modern home design.
It's a lot of things, Caaaarl.
Just let me explain. Efficiency. Industry. Never before has this many dead bodies been so manageable.
Oh.
I'm the Henry Ford of human meat.
I've already left. I'm not coming back, Caaaarl.
Come on, we haven't even gotten to the big surprise yet.
I'm sure it's very upsetting.
Well, now I don't even want to show you.
Good. I do not want to see it.
Man, you are being a huge beehole right now.
I'm not the one shoving people into a meat grinder.
It's not a meat grinder, it's an orphan stomper.
Gross.
You know what's gross? Your attitude.
Are you serious?
What have I done to deserve all this beehole coming out of your mouth?
It's everything, Caaaarl. It's everything you've done ever.
Everything. Even that time I helped Mrs. Bigsby with her garden?
You buried her there.
It's what she would have wanted.
You buried her alive.
She wasn't keeping up with the weeding. As president of the Homeowners Association, I had to take immediate action.
All you do is kill people, Caaaarl.
That's like saying all Mozart did was write songs.
You are completely insane.
Oh, weird. That's what all these orphans said.
Oh, it's the meat dragon.
Is that the surprise?
No.
That looks like a meat dragon. Did you finish your meat dragon, Caaaarl?
Maybe.
That is terrifying.
It's horrifying, Caaaarl.
I think Paul needs a Rick Grimes hat.
Who, me?
Or maybe the other way around.
Whatever could you be referring to? Oh, the hand chair. I've recently taken up
Wait.
carpentry.
Is that his face?
Now, how would you feel if I called your
Oh, it's
I
just
think
a
it's
mask.
just
It's
a
a mask.
Of course I had to use faces. Anything else would be disrespecting the art. It's called modernism. Only I've made it more modern by using
hand
face
chair
parts
made
of city council
faces.
members. I disagreed with the election results. Someone had to take a stand. I'm a patriot and a hero. Fine. If you're going to whine about it, I can sew them back on. I think their bodies are still in my blood canal. Yes, I'm the crazy one, not the people who elected these buffoons. If you paid any attention to our city charter meetings, you would see it wasn't an overreaction. What are you doing? You're sitting. You never sit. You're always standing, Paul. You're not supposed to sit. I find this very upsetting. You don't even care, do you, about my feelings? Will you please just stand up, Paul? I don't even know who you are anymore. No, you cannot take off the mask. It has to look right
So
when I
they-
throw you in the blood canal.
They put a
Paul,
mask on Angry
Are you
Ram.
home?
I guess so.
Ding dong. Landlord. Pizza delivery. Fire department.
Bank manager, you have an appointment.
What do you want, Caaaarl?
I want to be treated like a friend, Paul.
We're not friends anymore.
Didn't you get my apology piano?
Pianos aren't supposed to bleed and scream.
I guess it was less a piano and more a statement on pianos.
Why can't you go horrify someone else, Caaaarl?
I miss your grumpy face, and the Paul mask I made hasn't helped. It's not grump enough.
You made a mask of my face?
Yes, and speaking of which, you might want to avoid being seen by federal investigators.
Caaaarl.
To some, you are now known as Nikolai Sponikov, brutal leader of the Russian opium cartel.
Go home, Caaaarl. I'm calling the police.
Bad idea, Nikolai. And you know there isn't a prison I can't nibble my way out of.
I'm dialing.
I've got nowhere to go. I burned my house down once it had enough swans inside, and I used up the rest of my savings buying the swans.
And whose fault is that, Caaaarl?
Society. Society and the swans.
Caaaarl, please. I really gave you every chance I could. I can't do it anymore.
What if I gave you $10 million cash?
You don't have $10 million, Caaaarl.
I buried a large chest of doubloons once. I can go dig that up.
No, Caaaarl.
It was either doubloons or my zoo books. A lot of something is in a hole somewhere.
I'm putting on some music, Caaaarl. I'm not listening anymore.
Don't all those dead people have wallets?
Rude.
Like, he should be
I'm
rich.
sorry,
Oh.
flesh meat is so ungrateful, Caaaarl. And after all we've been through, it's scandalous, I say.
You do such incredible things and deserve appreciation.
It's okay, he'll come around. As soon as the swan piano arrives. You're welcome.
Wow.
Such randomness.
Those hats were lovely.
Yes, they were. Caaaarl!
That was kind of terrifying.
It's a meat conveyor belt.
So should Carl have the sheriff's hat, or should Paul?
Baby hands.
And tearing the space-time continuum. The faces floating on balloons. That comparison parable between Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Up was hilarious.
Like, anthropologists are going to find this in like 250 years.
Oh
and
my gosh. You're going to find it on like my hard drive. They're going to find the history of it and just be like, what is this?
The robots are going to become self-aware.
Yep.
Be like,
Yeah.
look what they used to do to us.
This is gonna be the evidence that's going to convince Skynet to kill all the humans.
So we should probably thank who for suggesting this video?
It was Aryan King. Thank you, my friend. Thank you
you.
so much for that. That was disturbing, hilarious, and altogether I will never forget it as long as I live, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
And the cause of the uprising of the machines.
Yes, the cause of the
So-
uprising of the show. Thank you, my friend. This is going to be the paradigm for the end of the world via robots and cyborgs and artificial intelligence. All right. Well, that's was Llamas with Hats, and I thought that was pretty good. Combining them all together and everything was fun. That was the 8 episodes that they have released currently.
I see.
And I gotta say, it's a funny idea, and I can see why it's so popular. It just Caaaarl and Paul's conversations back and forth. Yeah, Caarl's constant excuses just crack me up.
It's completely benign defenses for these.
Yeah. It's just like Caaaarl, what did you do? I did nothing. Blame society.
Everybody else does. I mean,
Well, yeah, everyone else does. But
Dang llamas.
that was Llamas with Hats, and once again, thank you, Aryan King. And I'd say we should move on from this one. Once again, this has been a Renegades React. My name's Nate,
Micah.
Caleb.
and we'll see you later. Thanks.